Paul had high expectations for the church in Corinth, and I think God has high expectations for the church today, wherever it might be. These expectations include this, that we tend to have let go of in favor of some other version of the gospel. God expects God's people to become holy, set apart for God, to become more and more like this God that we serve and follow and who has saved and is saving us. I believe God expects this of us because God is able to do this in us. But this gospel that so many of us have bought into expects no change during this lifetime, but then some full, complete transformation after death. And I don't think that's the gospel. It's certainly not the gospel that Jesus taught or that Paul was teaching to the church in Corinth. We have given up because we've understood everything in terms of sinlessness. And we think it's all or nothing. Sin all the time. We either all sin all the time or there's no sin at all. So we've walked away from sinlessness because we know it's very difficult to walk away from all sin. But in giving up sinlessness, we've also given up the idea of sinless. You and I, by the presence and power of the Holy Spirit, can sin less than we did before. In our communities of faith, with the leadership of the Holy Spirit, we can become more the people that God calls us to be. In fact, we must become the people God calls us to be, or we're not being the church.